Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. If you're new here, my name is Nishitha. Please take a moment to hit the subscribe button. I upload videos every Sunday and Thursday at 9 a.m. PST. Today, I'm going to review and do a wear test of the Sephora collection 10-Hour Wear Perfection Foundation. I got the shade Walnut. I'm going to swatch this foundation for you guys. So this is the shade that I got, which is Walnut. And then I'm also going to swatch it on my face. So this is the swatch of the Sephora foundation in the shade Walnut. And right next to it, I'm going to swatch my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y425. And on this side, I'm going to swatch my Maybelline Superstay foundation in the shade Golden. So the Sephora shade definitely looks a little bit more olivey. I don't know how it's gonna work, but let's hope it doesn't look really bad on me. So the consistency of the Sephora foundation is very creamy. It's not really thick, but at the same time, it's not like, running down my hand. So I'm going to start applying this foundation. They claim that this is a weightless foundation with buildable coverage that blurs imperfections and conceals blemishes for a smooth and natural finish. It is for normal, combination and oily skin types. It has hyaluronic acid in it and also vitamin E. It's free of mineral oil, parabens and fragrance. It's an oil-free formula which acts like a second skin. It adapts to the natural movements of the face for optimum comfort that lasts up to 10 hours. This product is not tested on animals. So it's going to give you natural finish with a medium coverage. This foundation retails for $20 and it has 0.84 fluid ounce of product in it, whereas usually other foundations come with 1 ounce of product. So that was about 1 layer of the foundation. It did give me a medium coverage. It feels very weightless on the skin. It does look natural as well. The finish of this foundation, it's not overly dewy, but at the same time, it's not matte. It does have this satin finish. It's probably because of the Pixie Milky Mist underneath. I am looking a little bit glowy in this area, but let's see if that dries down. And the foundation did blend out beautifully, probably because the second ingredient in this foundation is dimethicone. So far, it's nice. I'm going to just add a little bit more on my cheek area to see if we can build up the coverage. As you can see, my acne spots are still peeking through a little bit. Yep, you can definitely build up the coverage, but I don't think I'm going to add any more, but it did, give me a little bit more coverage than medium, but it's not like, very high coverage. I don't mind that. I'm just going to go over with some concealer when I do the rest of my makeup. But anyway, so far it's really good. It did blend out beautifully. It feels lightweight on the skin. Now I'm going to go off camera, finish the rest of my makeup. When I get back, I'm going to, talk more about the foundation because, I get to observe in these 2 hours, like how it's, sitting on my skin and all of that. But right off the bat, it looks good. So yeah, I'll see you all once I'm done with my makeup. So guys, I'm back and I've had this foundation on for already 2.5 hours at this point. When I applied the rest of my makeup, everything went on fine. I had no issues blending anything. The foundation still feels lightweight on my skin. There is like very minimal transfer when you touch your skin. It's barely like, it's almost not visible, but it does transfer. It's not completely transfer proof. And it's not, even settling into my smile lines. Even in the areas where I layered the foundation, it doesn't look cakey or heavy, anything like that. But when I go in the natural light, I can definitely tell that I'm wearing foundation on. It doesn't look super natural. But at the same time, it doesn't look that I have 1,000 layers on. But, when you look at me in person, you can tell that I'm wearing foundation, like, a good medium coverage foundation. At this point, I did some spot concealing and I feel like my all of my acne and everything is covered. So this foundation on its own will give you a good coverage that is in between medium to full, closer to the medium, but you can build it up a little bit more. So far, I like the foundation and how it's looking on my skin. I'm going to wear it for the rest of my day. When I get back, I'm going to do more close-ups and share my final thoughts. So I'll see you all in a few hours. Oh, my pores look horrible. So I've had this foundation on for 8 hours now. I was going to take it off sooner because I had already made up my mind, but I just wanted to hit that 8-hour point. But anyways, did not like this foundation. Like when I first applied it, it was looking really good because it was giving me good coverage, making my skin look really flawless. And I thought it was going to be a foundation that I would really like to wear whenever I'm going to photograph a lot, just because, it was giving me a good, flawless coverage. But as the day went on, I think I started to notice it after like after 3 to 4 hours, I believe. It was, looking cakey in this area. And I'm wearing my Cover FX Power Play Concealer on top of this foundation. It started to look really cakey on top of this foundation. When I first applied it blended out fine. It was looking really good, but after some point, it is like caking in this area on the sides of my nose. And my biggest reason why I don't like this foundation is because it is like sinking into my pores. Let me explain that. If you have smile lines, sometimes foundations sink into them, right? In the same way, this foundation is like sinking into my pores. I'm gonna I did film close up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. From far away, it might look okay, but if you come up close to my skin, you can see that it's sinking into my pores. And I also noticed that it is like caking up around my mouth. You can also see that I'm looking shiny in this area. It's not just because of the lights. Even in person, even outside of this room, I can see that I'm looking shiny in this area. I really liked it at first, and I really hoped it would work out, but unfortunately, it did not. Because this foundation comes in 38 different shades, which is a pretty good shade range, and it retails for only $20. Like, it's very less when compared to other foundations at Sephora. But to be honest, if you ask me, I would always recommend my Maybelline Superstay foundation over this one. That's only like half the price of this, and it doesn't sink into my pores, and it doesn't make me look like this. So that completes this review. I really hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.